Hey there, it's Pete, GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. Kind of yucky and nasty out here today. Supposed to have like tornadoes. I actually had a tornado touch down about 6 miles from my house. But it's just supposed to be really, really nasty today. So that's why I'm not out in the yard and I'm right here in the garage. And I know the lighting sucks, but there we go. It stopped raining for a little bit. Michael blowing my phone up about this thing. This is a new Flowzone Vortex Flex. You see it right there. Pretty sexy. Let's see if we can get you out in the light right here. They were pretty genius and come up with this bad boy right here. And now you can use your Flowzone backpack sprayer and hook it to this. And now you have a fogging system that's kind of modular, I guess. Let me go get the book and let's go through the book right quick. So before we dig into the book, just, you know, I pay attention to analytics a little bit here and there. Just notice the views ain't what I like for them to be. And I imagine that's because we're kind of not really into the spring yet. But anyway, let's do something, try to increase that a little bit, and I'll do it on my end. And of course you have to help as well. But if this video will get 1,000 likes and 10,000 views, that's less than 10% of my subscriber base, I'll give one of these away. This right here. And I'll give it away to someone who comments on this video. So you have to like the video, share it with your buddies, and let's get the views up to 10,000, and let's get the likes up to 1,000. And if we meet that threshold, then if you have commented on this video, I don't care what you comment, you can just say, hey, it doesn't matter to me. Just comment, and I'll give one of these away, and I'll pick it from the comment section of this video. All right, so number one, I was looking through the manual last night, and man, their owner's manuals are laid out super clean. I love it. Super easy to follow. A lot of people ask me what spray time on stuff like this. Well, it's 70 plus minutes on eco mode or 32 minutes on boost mode. And you can see right here, it's got this little handle on it. This little thumb trigger, and it says off, eco, and boost. So you click it right there, that will be your eco. You push it all the way down, that's boost mode. Micron size is greater than 100 microns. I have no idea. It just sprays real small water droplets. Blow distance is 25 feet or less. So I imagine when they test this, they probably test it inside on a flat surface, and they get the thing to spray 25 feet out. And you know, I don't know that for a fact, I'm just guessing. But you know, outside you have to take into account the wind and all that kind of thing, and the elements and stuff like that. So again, assuming they do that testing indoors, less than 25 feet or less. Normal airflow is 180 CFM. And here's the good part right here, sprayer compatibility. The Typhoon, the Cyclone, Storm 2.5, Monsoon, or the Zephyr. So pretty much all of their larger sprayers, this will work on it. Battery cycle life is 1,000 cycles. Battery charging time, 2 hours. 18-volt lithium ion battery. So pretty cool feature right here, and you want to see this. So this is the housing that the battery would take right here, where you would put your Flowzone battery in. But if you can see, that says DeWalt and Milwaukee, and then this one right here says Bosch, and then this one right here says Makita. So that is pretty cool. Let's go get a DeWalt battery and see just how cool it is. So here's the DeWalt battery, one of the big XR ones, and Look at there. That's really nice. So it comes set to take the Flowzone battery, but you can see it's got 4 screw holes right here. You simply take those 4 screws out, and then it's got 2 prongs, a positive and a negative. You disconnect the wires from the little blower and connect the wires here, and then reinstall the screws, and you're ready to go. Let's look at how the nozzle comes out, and that's pretty simple. You unscrew this green cap right here, and you can see the nozzle down in there, and then it's got like a series of fan blades, and you simply unscrew that fan blade right there. You can see that comes out, it's right there, and then you would change out the nozzle and then simply screw. All right, so you don't want to do that. Oh, okay, good. It come right back out. You don't want to drop the nozzle down in there, but I got lucky and that come out pretty easily. So let's try it a different way. Let's put the nozzle in first, right here. Then the washer, and then let's screw it all on like that. And you don't really want to put the smack down on it when you're tightening it, but get it good and snug. And don't forget your green cap back on. Up here on top is your regulator. It goes from 1, actually it goes from 0 all the way over to 4. So that's kind of the way you adjust how much is coming out, and we will look at that in a second. But setup is extremely easy. They send you these brass fittings right here. Number 1, you take the male plug, and it's got a washer in there, and you screw it on the end of the vortex right here, like that. Get it good and tight. Number 2, you unscrew the hose to your sprayer from the gun, and then you'll want to put the second brass plug on your gun side, and then the QD, female QD, goes in the spray hose itself right here. Pretty simple. Then you have a QD system. Just pops off. You can go between your gun and go to your vortex that fast. And you know, I make a QD system specifically for the Flowzones that's stainless steel. And of course, you can use this brass plug on the vortex. And if you already have my QD system with its stainless steel, it's still a 1/4 inch. It'll pop right in there, no problem. So I've got some water in here. Get this thing plugged up. Let's go get a battery. It's simple. Take your battery. They charged last night. Put it in. And because today is a lazy day, I'm not going to put the backpack sprayer on my back. Typically, you would have the backpack sprayer on your back. Let's see how this thing does right quick. Look. Not too bad. That doesn't change anything. That's going to change the flow. So you really have, that's off, eco, boost. Let's see right here if I can give you some type of let me go see if I got something in here. Oh, this will work. Oh yeah, one of my wife's flags right here. Let's see. Pretty good blowing power right there. But now let's give it some liquid. I have no clue what setting to run it on. I didn't read the owner's manual that deep. That's setting number 2 right there. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's pretty cool now. I wish it was bright sunlight. So that was number 1. Let's turn it all the way on number 4. Wow, look at that. That's on boost. Here's eco. That's a pretty fine mist. That's actually really sweet right there. I kind of like the boost mode. And of course, then you just go and spray your bushes. Watch. Let's clean you back up. I didn't mean to get you all wet right there. So pretty sweet little setup right there. I'd say so myself. It's not all that heavy. Whoop, here we go. Gross mass, empty, 6.5 pounds, full, 8 pounds. So 6.5 and 8 pounds. The sound level at 1 foot is 85 decibel, and at 50 foot, it's 57 decibel. Pretty quiet. And warranty. If you get one from me, or you get one from wherever, you have to register it with Flowzone, and it has a 1-year limited warranty from Flowzone. So good warranty on it, pretty standard on that part. So that's that, pretty cool. Now that I have one, I might be doing a little mosquito spraying around the house. I had an option to get different packages through Flowzone, and I opted to get the package that comes with 2 batteries. So if you buy this from me, you're going to get the Vortex Flex blower, and you're going to get 2 brand new batteries. That's just the way I ordered it. That's the way it's going to come. Depending on how they sell in the future, I might do it where you can do the tool only, but I mean, unless you got an extra battery, then you know the thing's not no good to you then. You'd have to have a DeWalt battery or one of the other batteries I showed you earlier, or Flowzone. That's why I didn't do the tool only, because I just have no clue if people's got those batteries laying around. But anyway, that's what I got. You have a spare battery for your backpack sprayer to work in that as well. Now let's talk about this backpack sprayer and all. Even though I don't do mosquito applications, I know this to be true. Okay, you're gonna walk around bushes and spray the mosquito spray, whatever it may be, up into a bush, right? Well, if you've had herbicides in your backpack sprayer, there could possibly, potentially, maybe be some residual activity going on inside your tank. And you do not want to spray herbicides on your tree and shrub, on your bushes, on your plants, okay? They don't like herbicides. It could damage them severely, could even possibly kill them. So if it were me, and I'm speaking strictly for myself, you can do as you please. It's your setup, use it how you want to. But if it were me, I would own, if it were me and I were going to use this setup around my house as a DIYer or in a business charging people to do it, I would for sure, no doubt, 100% of the time have a dedicated backpack sprayer, like maybe a Cyclone or even the Zephyr, because it's a less expensive one. And I would have that strictly for my mosquito tree and shrub spray. Again, that's me. I'm not saying you can't take a sprayer that you spray herbicides and fungicides and insecticides and liquid fertilizer. You can take that and clean it out. And I know people that do that. But for me, I'm just a little more peculiar than that. I personally would have a totally completely different setup for the mosquito spray only. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. I didn't want anybody to get one and go out and spray their tree and shrubs and bushes that haven't, and they've been spraying, 3-way or Pilex or Speed Zone or whatever it is, and then you smoke your bushes around your house. That would be an absolute nightmare, and I just don't want that accident to happen. So now you know what Pete thinks about that kind of a thing. Or Roundup. If you have a sprayer that you use for Roundup, you definitely don't want to use this combination with a sprayer you use for Roundup and go spraying your tree and shrubs. That's just too much of a risk for me. But anyway, that's that. I wanted to show this to you. It's on their website now. Links will be in the description. And again, we get 1,000 likes on this video. If we get 10,000 views, we meet that threshold, that combination. And then if we do meet that combination, I'm going to go into the comment section, and whoever comments, I'll do a random thing, and you can comment whatever you want to comment. I do not care. You can just drop a smiley face in there. It doesn't matter to me. And I'll go through the comment section and we'll pull out a winner. So share the video, like it, all that cool stuff. Check you later.